What's going on, guys? Who's Tunde here? Welcome to another episode of Afrobeats Weekly, your podcast about African music on the continent and the diaspora. And guys, we were supposed to drop last week, but all the internet network providers were conspiring against me. Let me name them. Swift, SpectraNet, zero. Down. I don't even know if they have hope or not. Mabel, Jesus Christ. I didn't even have network for Wi-Fi, so I couldn't even hotspot. So I'm name shaming them to know how serious the matter was, because we were supposed to kick off a day after the Grammys. We were ginger, we were ready to come shooting, but our shitty internet didn't allow us. So anyway, the topic hasn't expired yet. Topic hasn't expired yet, thankfully. Still very much Grammys week, and we're still going to give our 2 cents. By now, everyone knows Tyla won, and Nigerians didn't pick up any awards. But as they say, what we didn't win in the Grammys, we won in the AFCON, so win-win.
It's a win-win, man.
Win-win, man. And if we don't go all the way today, then I'll take that. I'll take AFCON over the Grammy. Because I know we'll still win the Grammy next year or next 2 years, but I can't wait for the AFCON for another how many years again before we win. So yeah, win-win for us. Anyways, before we get into this episode, I need you guys to please rate and review this podcast. Engage with us, helps us grow, it helps us get noticed. So as you're listening from your favorite app right now, leave that 5-star rating and comments. On today's episode of Afrobeats Weekly, we'll be discussing the 2024 Grammy Awards, aka the Afrobeats Awards. And as usual, new songs, spotlight of the week, turntable charts, eliminate, and all that other good stuff. What's going on, my G? What's going on?
Yo, what's good, man? What's good? We're back.
Hey, man. Yes, sir. I'm back. So I'm giving, let me call out their names. I'm giving MTN a chance now. So I'm using MTN as Wi-Fi. So you guys need any Wi-Fi that is not Starlink, because I can't afford Starlink. Or should we do GoFundMe for, you guys should fund me for Starlink. Maybe you can fund me for Elon Musk Wi-Fi, then now I'll be okay. But now I'm using MTN. Let's see if it's a hold up, and we can't be saying hello all the time. But yes,
right.
That's pretty much it. Internet, voila, hit voila. What else? Yeah, that's it. And Grammys here, AFCON there. We are doing pretty well. The bands last week was so funny. I was up all night, up all night reading all them tweets and was just laughing. And I know the whole Africa is against us. but guys, by the time you are hearing this, would have been declared winners of the AFCON with, what's his name? Is it Ikong? What's the name of that light skin captain?
Ekong.
Yes, so the light skin captain, lifting the trophy. And Nigerians telling you, yes, we did it. And the remain of the whole African continent just sulking and be like, man, these Nigerian guys are bullies. They want everything. They want music. They want football. Yeah, it is what it is.
I'm just hoping that, that's what it's going to turn out to. If not, next week.
Okay, let's do 2 versions. This version is, we just want the AFCON. Oh, guys, it's a blessing. Nigerians are the big guys. Nigerians are the best. Nigerians are the best things to slice bread. And this is the other version. Man, it was sad. We really tried. We gave those guys.
We did our best, man. We did our best, man.
Yeah. We did
made it to the final, man.
Yeah, we did our baby. But that guy had cancer. We just had to let him, win. So it's really nothing much. Yeah. So any version is, you guys can take any version and run with it.
Yo, man, we'll let it fly.
Yeah, take any version and let it fly. Anyways, we've got fan mail this week, and it's from Okpemekpo. I think this mail was sent I think 2 weeks ago, but because of all the stuff happening, we couldn't read it. So it says, hi, Tunde and Show. My name is Okpemekpo. Mail from Abuja, and I've been an ardent listener of your podcast for the past year. Firstly, I would like to give credit to you guys for your insightful analysis and debate on pertinent issues in the industry. Thank you very much. Also, kudos for consistently educating and entertaining us with your top 5s and eliminate segments. Listening to the new episodes is the highlight of my otherwise stressful Mondays. The question today is the inclusiveness of Afrobeats. I would like to hear from you guys if you think the barriers of entry are high and if there are still gatekeepers, especially for non-Nigerian based artists. I'm asking because I recently listened to NSG's album Area Boys. It's an Afrobeats album through and through, and I was surprised at how good it was. The production was top-notch, and the delivery for me was impeccable. I'm wondering why, despite the obvious talent, that they have not gone mainstream or blown beyond this. Is it because they are diasporans and lack some sort of originality, or is it something else? Moreover, I didn't hear you guys review the album, or you also don't consider it an Afrobeat, or you also don't consider them as Afrobeats acts. Another solid album I did not hear you guys review was Sarkodie's Jams. I know it's old, but I still listen to it every day, and I would love to hear your takes. Please, if you did review anyone and I missed it, please point me to the episode. Thanks, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts. Sincerely, Okpemikpo. I'd say, personally, I don't think the barrier of entries are high again, and to me, I think the gatekeepers have little or no power nowadays. And it doesn't matter where you're based, although you'd benefit from like being in the heart of the culture. So being in a place like Lagos or LA where like this stuff is going on, you benefit from it because the way music is coming out, quality music too, whether we like it or not, you have to be in people's faces. I really see, I didn't really see energy doing a lot of press. And even from the diaspora end, I don't know. I might be wrong, but I don't think I saw a lot of NSG activity. I listened to the album when it came out, but it didn't, move me enough to give it multiple plays. So, I moved on quickly. I don't know, maybe it was one of those things we just didn't add it, or it was one of those weeks we missed that, so we didn't review it. On your question of whether they're Afrobeats or not, I think because they try their best to mix different genres together, I wouldn't fully consider them Afrobeats acts, although they make Afrobeats music. And Sarkodie's album, make I not lie, I never listened to that one, so yeah, I don't know what's your take on that, show.
So the gatekeepers, yes, to a certain extent, they're still gatekeepers.
Okay.
Yes, no matter what you want to say, they're still gatekeepers. But as of right now,
yeah,
if you have a strong enough if you have a strong enough following, because right now it's all analytics, if you have a strong enough following, by some chance you have a single that creeps in and blows beyond what your capacity. No matter what, everybody's going to come to you. So case in point, Dumadou Black, it's not on a big label per se, or he wasn't on a big label per se, but he caught fire. Same thing again. Wow. Noise in my throat. Same thing again in CK, because everybody had forgotten about CK until Love Wanted caught fire, and all of a sudden, CK is where CK is at. So it all depends on your own movements per se, the quality of your own music, and how far you're ready to stick it out. Because to be honest, most of these guys are not blowing overnight. So NSG per se is just, yes, the album has come, yes, the album has gone, but like you said, they didn't do that much to push their own album within our.
I didn't really see because I'm not. I like to think that I'm very much in tune with culture and stuff, and on Twitter and all these other places, that if there was something, like an interview somewhere, or they, maybe managed to even go a little viral, and I've seen, something that I've been like, okay, they did some promo run here and there. They might have done it, but maybe not to the best of their ability, or to a very large capacity that wasn't enough to catch my attention. But listening to the album was nice, but wasn't just the way albums come out now. I think I just gave it 2 spins and just moved on from it. So,
bro, man, the way exactly. There's another thing. It's the way albums come out. If your album isn't that, because you bump it on a Friday.
Yes,
you have a tiny window before the next Friday comes in. Before the next Friday comes in, and there's another album, there's another single, there's something else.
So the album you have to maybe if the album is a 10-track album, you have to maybe 6 songs for you to say, okay, I want to go back to it and repeat it, or you've chosen your song, or one song stands out. Because by next week again, we've pretty much moved on to another album. So if that person doesn't do like a run or tweeting or doing something, then come on. that's
Yo,
the
man, like that's it, man. The quality of the music has to be like above average, like way
yeah.
above average. It has to be
And
at
so
least
and
way above a
sometimes you have to do
six.
like shenanigans that you have to do like all the shenanigans that come with it. I'm not saying I don't like it, but sometimes it's just the way it is.
Yeah,
I see
just
all the music we went
yeah,
to
yeah.
review last week. Now we've moved on from it. Like I kept some, but I mean I can't. You know the way it is. Like we've moved on from it already. We're in a new week. New songs have come out. New projects to review. So it's a very 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 competitive market, man. You guys are musicians. If you are any musician that is listening or emerging artists, you guys are trying. I'm not gonna lie, but you guys are really, really trying, man.
You're busting your ass. You're busting your ass,
Bro,
but yeah,
it's
man,
not easy. It's not
it
easy.
works. It works.
Anyways, let's move on to news making a round. Let's kick off with Jonzing World as they unveil their new signee, Glorious. I think it's Glorious Boy or something like that. So yeah. Anyways, the Prince has unveiled Glorious Boy, the latest addition to his record label Jonzing World. Glorious has also dropped his label debut song with Gun Body, produced by Choke Boy. Just last week, Roga departed the label after being with them for 4 years. So I guess it's pretty much out with Roga, in with Glorious. I saw the guy on what do you call it? Social media. It looks like Rema. I'm not trying to compare, but it kind of looks like Rema. And so my question is, he's not going to escape the Rema comparisons in the beginning, or my thoughts, not my question. He's not going to escape the Rema comparisons in the beginning. And what is going to happen to the dinosaur boy that he?
I was just gonna say, at
Looks
least
like
this one came out without a mask, so
exactly,
we're good.
and that guy, they didn't. I don't think they've given him enough development. So what usually happens in cases like this is, if this one, I'm not saying, I'm just giving my own thoughts. If this guy somehow, takes off and is very huge, then what's his name? Dinosaur Boy starts feeling somehow. That's just the way it is. And I feel like this Roga thing, I don't know what the label deal was, but because he wasn't Maven Jonzing World, I felt like maybe he felt his whatever was suffering, his artistry was suffering. I don't know. That's just my my conspiracy theory on this whole Roga matter, that he just felt like his artistry was suffering.
Really?
And, yeah, I just felt like that. I don't know. It's just my own. They say, okay, you just woke me up in the middle of the night. I say, oh, what's your take on this? That's my take. Like I felt like that was suffering because it wasn't signed to it wasn't like a joint this thing with like Ruga and I mean like with Rema and Maven. That was a joint partnership, and we can see how that one took off. This one was just maybe Jonzing World alone, so it didn't do as much. That's just my 2 cents. I have my 2 cents on the.
I
So
don't
let's see how
feel.
it goes.
Yes, good 2 cents. Nice,
Yeah.
good 2 cents. But I don't feel like it is like that. One, because I think like Ruga was, no matter what you want to say, Ruga was a hit maker. He had hits. He had there's no one who could say, oh, look, I don't know who Ruga
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
So he had his own quality base. Now, it could be like, there might be people in his ear saying, oh, look, you should be bigger than what you are. Because one,
Yeah.
Ruga had a stellar album, like a
Yeah.
really good album, way even better than Rema's. But, you could just feel like, oh, you know what, I should be bigger than what I am. You guys are not doing more, to,
Yeah. So
what I think I should be. I should be bigger than this. Now that's a good thing for you to say that. But is it easy to say, oh, look, I'm going to do this by myself? Because we know a lot of people that are just like, you know what? I'm going to leave the label. I'm going to try and do this by myself. Yes, they bet on themselves. Some of them panned out well. We're going to find out. And some of them, most of them did not. So, you can take the chance. You can better yourself, and we'll see how it goes. So
yeah, and in the end, I'm not gonna lie. It's always good to bet on yourself. Win or lose, you did it. You tried.
man, you tried, man. You took that shot.
Yeah, you tried, and it just didn't happen. Yeah, so big ups to everybody. Roga, Glorious Boy. I can't remember his name. I can't believe it. What's his name? Dinosaur Boy too. So big ups to everybody.
Godzilla.
Big up
Godzilla.
Godzilla. Big up GDZilla. Anyways, let's move on to the other piece of news we have here. The Headies Academy have announced that the prestigious Headies Award is set to return to Nigeria in 2024 after 2 consecutive editions in the US. The announcement was made in a press release issued by the Headies Academy on February 7, 2024. Although they have yet to fix a date, it's been officially confirmed that the Headies is coming back to Nigeria. Good or bad? What's your thought on that?
Oh, yo, man, I'm glad it's coming back. That's just it, because I always now my problem is, yes, it's coming back. How many of these acts are going to be available and will be, in attendance?
Yeah,
that's another thing. Like, it's good to have, as everybody says, your own, have our own, but it should be made that, the big guns, if you want to put it, should be in attendance. They should come. They have to find a way for them to be always.
So I feel like, they, given the Grammy incident, they might just have maybe because it's just recent. This one is recent because we didn't win anything. I know the hot gist everybody's taking is that, oh, we should also have our own Grammys. We should also have our own awards. That way, we won't be seeking validation from the Grammys, which I think is bullshit. For because of that sentiment, I think this one might be a bit big, and because it's been out of the country for a while, bringing it back, it might just seem as fresh. And if the organizers, if they do it well, organize it well in terms of production, I feel like this one will be big. Yeah, so welcome idea. I like it. I like the fact that it's coming back to Nigeria after all this while. So big ups, Headies. Hope you won't repeat that rubbish again.
Yo, man, because first of all, dollar is high, man. How many of these artists are gonna fly through? How many of this, not even just their label people fly all the way? Yo, come on.
Yeah, and let's
stop that nonsense. Let's bring it back.
I'm pretty sure no money or whatever was made in all this, they are back and forth with like Atlanta and all this thing that they're trying to do. I don't think they made any profits. But yeah. Anyways, welcome back, Headies. Let's segue from Headies to the Grammys, the international version of the Headies. So Davido lost all 3 nominations. Burna lost all 4 nominations. Tyla came up with a last second border beater like we predicted and won best.
Like we predicted.
Yeah. AKA the Afrobeats Award. She won over Ashake's Amapiano, I Stars Rush, Burna Boy's City Boy, and Davido's and Musaki's Unavailable. What are your thoughts on the Grammys?
I thought they got it right.
Yep.
That category of the best Afrobeat song. I thought they got it wrong, for album, because that clearly was, Davido's album.
All right.
I thought Burna's performance, as great of course, we wanted Brandy, because I was always saying, oh, Tony Braxton should perform with him last, but it never happened. And then Brandy coming with perform with him, I thought that was a good look. The performance itself, that's not a Burna performance. So, but that's like televised show kind of performance, and that's not a Burna performance. So it just felt like the music, like the actual band was so loud, like you couldn't even hear Burna. Yeah. But besides that, the whole ensemble and everything, I thought it was good. It was a good look, man. Look, you can't get any bigger than that. So shout out to Burna for gracing the stage and doing what he has to do.
Yeah, I think so too. In terms of, let me just follow you with the Burna performance. So in terms of that too, I felt like it wasn't like a stadium live. There's like a difference when it's performing on stage than maybe it was optimized for this version and they didn't really get it right, but it wasn't like a bad thing that, oh, blah, blah. And people were like, oh, why is he wearing Yankee attire and all this? Like, didn't wear. Like, I'm like, come on,
Nah,
guys.
that's how he dresses.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, guys. You know, you know who Burna is. How many times have you seen him in native that will now come and start pretending that, oh, because it's Afrobeats, I want to wear like something African. I mean, he has already done that with, he has already done that with the music in trying to, do the whole African this thing. So, but in terms of dressing, he has always been, leaning towards that hip hop, this thing. So, but regarding the Grammy, for me, we say this every year. I'll probably say it again next year. It's an award show, a subjective one, at which only the members of the Grammy Academy vote. So so everyone is going to have a fave because it's based on opinions. But as regards the Afrobeats Awards, that is the best African music performance. Like you said, Tyla won that fair and square. The song ticked all the boxes: commercial success, charted, viral success. So no complaints there for me. Congratulations to her. All my life winning over Sitting on Top of the World, I can't complain either. Was Lil Durk giving them positive vibes, kids singing on the choruses, J. Cole winning Formula. The other one too, from the lens of the people that won it, I skimmed through the album and I'm like, oh yeah, this is good. Like I might not understand what it's saying, but I say it for what it is. So I don't think the awards, Nigerians were nominated for were as controversial as people were making it seem. I leaned towards that. I wanted Davido to win. That one was the one that pained me because that album,
man. Yeah, that's all I go with.
Yeah, because that album, solid album, Grammy category should have won. But it wasn't as controversial as we were making it seem when we lost. One thing I'm sure of is that I know we'll be back next year and the year after the next because Nigerian music is not going anywhere. So I think we should just relax. Like they say, the future is bright. February again, next 2025 February we'll come here and argue again. You didn't win. Oh, you won. Oh, so it's, it's always good to be like that for the Grammys. It's it's something everybody loves to hate on, but everybody loves when you win a Grammy. But when you don't win a Grammy, then it is, boycott it. They don't, but no, I've not seen or heard one musician that will say, if I win a Grammy, I'm going to say I'm not coming or I'm going to boycott it. I'm not going. So, anyways, see you guys on a Grammy nominated and Grammy winners episode February next year. So let's move on to songs we bumped this week. We have Usher album we have coming on by Usher featuring Burna Boy. I like this song, smooth song. This is exactly how I pictured the Burna and Usher song in my head. Shout out feels. It's been on repeat since I heard it on Friday. Definite addition to my playlist. Nothing bad to say about the song, man. Nothing at all.
Oh, I have something to say about it. So now, I feel like, like when most how would I put it? Like foreign acts feature Afrobeats performance. They kind of try. I don't say they do, but they sort of kind of try sound like an Afrobeat person.
Some are able to use accents more safe. Yeah.
No, so it doesn't exactly always have to be the accent, but it's just how Afrobeat cadence or how we sing and whatever.
Yeah.
They try and do that. Usher never does that. Because first of all, he has a song that came out with Feels Ruin. He's just thinking straight up R&B on Afrobeat tracks. So it's at the end of the day, it just feels like an R&B song to me.
Yeah.
And so Burna's part now comes in, and it's it doesn't match what Usher was doing. Yeah. Usher is just singing straight up R&B, and Burna's part comes in, so it kind of it's almost like they were never in the same room. Burna had a different track to me. That's how it felt.
Burna used one flow or one song.
Exactly.
I know this song. I don't know the song he used, but I think the beginning of that song sounded like a song I had heard before or something. But yeah, And to be honest, I didn't mind it. Like, so I don't know. I expected Burna to come with like pidgin, not
Exactly.
English. So in my head too, like it happened the way I just pictured it was how it happened.
All right.
Don't think
No,
I saw
I don't.
anything. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing. I just felt like how it meshed somehow. It
yeah,
just
yeah.
it felt off, but as always, it works because it's I still get it. It's still getting repeated.
So,
Like
yeah,
it's still getting repeated. So no matter what, it's a song we're keeping. So
yeah. True that. All right, that's Coming Home by Usher and Burna. Everything by Victony. Nice song.
yo
This
yo
is
yo yo yo
Victony.
yo yo yo. This is the song. This is the best song that's come out this year. Let's move on. Let's move. Continue.
Victoria in his bag, he sprinkles the song with a sample from Post Malone and Swilly. I think they're the highest charting song ever now. Double diamond or something like that.
Yeah,
They're
2
two-time,
billion, 2 billion streams or something like that.
bro, that's crazy, man.
That's
So that should be
mad.
fucking expensive, man. I don't know
2
who's.
billion. I was like, so how did they? You know what? I'm just keep going. Just keep going.
Bro, anyways, let me let you go since you're fire
Yo,
on.
so
I like this
now
song.
first, yo, like to be honest, like when I heard the song, I didn't even know like the sample or that
Yeah.
sampled or anything. I just heard it off. Hey, straight up, Victony has a new song. I'm playing the song, and then I hear the sound. I'm just like, what? And I heard the news like during the week that Sunflower had just hit 2 billion, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, and so the math, I just kept doing the math in my head, like, yo, did they even like, do they have it? Did they actually get the clearance and all, and like screamed all the way to the end? And yes, they are. Their names are there as part of the writers, so clearly it went through, and I'm just like, yo, this is madness for them to get this song
Bro.
cleared and in it, and it's like it's not just like at the background. They actually have it like clipped into the song, and I just wanted the song to go on for forever. To be honest, like it's so smooth. Victony, whatever you did it well. Like this
Yeah,
is
he
a
did it
really
well,
good song.
man. Everything by Victony, solid song. Again, I beg the budget, hey, over the roof.
Yo,
Anyways, let's move on to OK by Magixx. This one is, the Afro depression bag. Like, it's clear, very clear. I feel like he has started getting his sound now because I can differentiate his voice from most of all the
Exactly.
singers out there. Yes, I'm beginning to be able to, like, if you wake up and say this Magixx, I can say, oh, that's Magixx singing. So it's a good thing. I mean, he's again still trying to find that perfect sound that will make him Magixx, but he's getting there. I like this song, OK by Magixx. What say you?
Yo, man, really good song. I really like it. It's like you said, I can tell what Magixx sounds like right now. Which is kind of funny because I actually thought he would be the one that would like pop out faster, but Crayon took that. Shout out to Crayon. So yeah, hopefully we get a Magixx album this year. I think he's a really good singer. So yeah,
he is. Fantastic singer, nice voice. Let's go on to Zero by Black Sheriff and Mabel. To me, there's this way Black Sheriff sings. Like, anytime he sings like all these melodies, I can always hear like pain in it, even if his song is not about pain, but he just has his voice has on. I don't know if it's just me. He's different. This song, I listened to it like 2 times or 3 times. First time I didn't really like it. Second time I liked it. But the only thing I'm just like Black Sheriff and his melodies. You know how Odumodu uses melodies to like upbeat and the way he does it. Black Sheriff is the other part. His melodies have like this pain, the way he raps to it. So I don't know. So I'm on the fence with this one. Tomorrow I like it. Today I don't. But not a bad song at all, man. Not a bad song.
I actually thought it was, I thought it was a really good song. Also, the fact that I actually like the feature, Mabel.
Yeah, I like the feature too.
Singer is. Yeah, she like, uplifted the song. Whatever you think that, Black Sheriff's style is. I thought she merged well with it. Shout out to our Ghanaian brothers. I know it's been a tough week. It's been a tough couple of weeks with the AFCON. But still, man, they still dropped something really good. So shout out to them.
Shout out to Ghana. Shout out to Ghana, our guys. And it's crazy. As in, somebody pointed out that not even like directly sharing the border with us, and I don't know how my mind just blew. I don't know why I thought Ghana was like just sharing the border with us. I don't know why.
What?
I don't know why.
What kind of geography is wrong with you?
I don't know why. I just thought that they were like our direct neighbors, maybe because of the bands. But then somebody else now pointed out that maybe because they're the closest English speaking.
Because they are the closest English speaking.
Yeah,
that's it.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Anyways, from songs to albums, and we have a project by Logos Olori. I don't know this name. I am still not feeling it, but I guess it is what it is. Davido signee. Davido signee Logos Olori dropped his debut project, and it features production from Rage and Magixx, with Davido and Musa Keys being the only artists featured. It's a 7-track EP. I enjoyed it, Easy on Me and probably my favorite tracks. It's a decent outing. I think you can kind of tell they recorded it when they were doing the whole timeless thing, because it has like the Rage and piano sound and all this, what's his name? Magixx and piano sound. Same producers, putting the Musa Keys features to. It's his debut project, so I'm not really going to, hold him to very high standard. I wanted more, I'm not going to lie. But this wasn't bad either too, because I enjoyed the tracks and I was into it at the gym. I didn't really skip anything. I was just like, oh, nice one, but so I'd say it's solid 6/10 for me. I liked it. Not too bad.
So, first of all, I'm going to give this a 9/10. Okay. I'm going to tell you why.
All right.
Yeah, I'll give it a 9/10 and I'm going to tell you why. So, if there's a formula, right? If you say, hey, look, I want an Afrobeat album. I want an Afrobeat song.
For right now, or like
for right now, at this moment in February 2024, I want an Afrobeat song. I want an Afrobeat album or whatever. This is a template.
Okay.
This is a template of how Afrobeat songs are. It doesn't deviate from anything. If you want a good song, if you want a party song, it's right there. If you want a song for a girl, it's right there. Now, the only thing about it that you would say that is a problem is that you can't tell who Logos is. Like you can't differentiate him. Like his voice isn't like how you would hear Davido's voice or how you hear Wizkid's voice and know who it is. But this is the first time. This is the first time we're hearing him. Like we only heard the feature from him on Davido's album.
And there's one song that I did that I think they did the videos, and the videos offended some people, so they like had to take it down and stuff like that.
So like out of that, like nothing on this EP is bad. You've said it.
Nothing
on the EP is bad. Everything is solid. The only thing that you would say, like, you just can't tell who he is, or you can't differentiate himself. Like, if you heard like 50 other Afrobeat songs, from any other person that you didn't know their names, you probably won't be able to tell. But besides that, this is solid work. Like, I can't front and say like nothing here,
I mean
nothing
like,
doesn't bang. Everything here bangs.
Everything there. So maybe because because he followed a template. And I just wanted more. Like, how these guys come and like experiment, and I'm like, okay, I feel I can hear what you're doing. So maybe that's what I expected. I just expected more in terms of, let me hear something I haven't heard before.
You can experiment. You can experiment when it's time for album. I think it's getting experiment when it's time for album. But it's like, this is a body of work just to say, hey, look, this is who I'm in the industry. I'm trying to get into the industry. I can do songs like this. This is what I can do. If you want songs like this, I can do it well. I can do it perfectly well. Like, I can do, whatever you want right now in the industry, I can do it. So it's now like, okay, we know you can do these songs. Okay, what more? Then you can now be asking for what more. But straight off the gate, out of the gate, come on. You cannot.
Makes sense.
No. You can't front. This is really good work. This is good work.
Yeah, it is good work, no doubt about that. Like I said, I enjoyed it when I listened to
Rage.
Exactly.
To be honest, I'm not lying to you. Every time I heard Rage, I was just gonna say I'm on.
Exactly.
I literally was gonna say it every time.
Like from that timeless album, the guy's market has been moving up. I think he produced Stars Commas, the latest one. So so it's a good thing, man. It's a good thing. Big ups to him.
Shout out, man. Shout out.
All right, let's move on to the charts. A bit different this week. Making his debut on the chart is Big Baller Flavor. This song is everywhere on social media. Too Busy to Be Baked. He's done it at number 9. Do I Remix Falling Down at number 8. That's Fino and Burna. Also coming down, IDK Whiskey featuring Zlatan. Dropping also Cast at number 6. That's Charlie Poppy and Odumodu. Rising, Different Patterns, Sheyi Vibes. This song, I'm also hearing it everywhere now. Omalay's Holy Ghost is climbing up to number 4. Staying on the same spot, Only Me by Ashake at number 3. Number 1 last week has been dethroned. That's Egu, Chike featuring Mohbad. And like we predicted, shake your body. That version, the Kiss Daniel featuring Davido. That's the number 1 song this week. No surprises there. It really became everybody. So no surprises there. That's how the charts has gone this week. So let's all just fire straight into the eliminate. This eliminate is just very fun.
No. Before we go to eliminate, I want to hit a 5. I want to hit a 5 just because.
All right. I don't have a 5, so you can shoot.
Okay, so my 5 is like the best samples, like best sample tracks, Afrobeats edition, just based off of this song with Victony that came out with Sunflower, which is my number 1 best right now. I'm not gonna front. It's number 1. Right. So with that being said, I'm gonna just start with 5 to 2. At number 5, I have City Boys Burna, which of course features
City Boy.
Jeremiah's Birthday Sex. Nah, ain't nobody messing with that.
Okay, I like that.
That's cool. At number 4, I have Sunshine Ashake, which features Lighthouse Family.
Everything you do. Oh, this is a nice 5. I like it.
I ain't messing around.
When you put your mind to it, you can do it.
At number 3, I have the first person. I want to believe he was the first person to kind of like sample like international stuff into his music, kind of. And that's Wiz. One for Me. I think that was with Ty Dolla $ign, and it featured it sampled SWV's "You Are the One," kind of like that. It was clean. That was the first time we heard so it was so clean. It was so nice. And then at number 2, ain't nobody messing with this because it's the national anthem wherever you go. Is Burna's Last.
Everybody. So I want to ask you, what happened to all the P-Square songs that they used to sample like MJ, Usher?
They ain't clean. They ain't clean samples, man. They ain't clean sampling. They ain't clean sampling.
I'm sure if those guys just wake up on morning and say, you know what, we want to get our publishing and our royalties for all these people. P-Square go suffer, make Carol live.
P-Square will be leaving in Dumota after they're done with them.
Yeah, that was a nice list. I like that. I like the
man. Shout out. Yeah, man. Come on. I got this, man. Shout out to Victony. You got the best. I'm telling you, man. Make it feel to. Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
I feel you on that. So, let's go to the eliminate. I did controversial label exits edition. So I picked the first round. I have Cynthia Morgan and YBNL Princess. Both babes. Both gave their label tough time. So
the labels gave them tough times. The labels gave them tough times. That's how they said it. The labels gave them tough time. But if we're coming off this,
YBNL Princess till this day still fights all this. Oh, she don't allow Olamide and Fields rest. But yeah, let's go. Let's see you on this one.
as much as Princess is still hot, online and everything. I just remember Cynthia Morgan's time. Like that was just vicious. Like it was different. And it was
Yeah.
out of the blue, and it was kind of, you know what? I'm going with Cynthia Morgan, man. I was just like,
All
you
right,
know,
all right. Show is going with Cynthia Morgan. Let's go. Skills versus Runtown. Both of them, like you said, giving their labels, giving them tough time. Abi, is it them giving their labels tough time?
everybody was having a tough time. But to go off that, I would say, I think Wiz had just left, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Wiz had just left, so
EME,
Scales was
yeah.
supposed to be like king, or the new king of EME.
I think even fought Whiskey too safe.
For everybody now. For everybody that they now meet up. They now meet up at like some party or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just off of that, I will go with Scales. Just off of that, I will go with Scales.
All right. Off of that, we're going with Scales. Doing battle again. We have this one too publicized. He had to change his name from Kiss Daniel to Keys Daniel.
Ugh, yeesh.
Then this one too, up till now, they still throw shots at each other. I don't know if the case is still in court, but that's Kiss Daniel versus Brymo. What say you?
Yo, it has to be Brymo, man, because Brymo be the most, the most, I would say the most controversial, but just Agidi's on like 500. It's just basically that. It's just, I don't know. I don't feel like there will be ever a time where it'll be cordial.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go with Brymo.
The fight, they're always there. Anyways, let's move on. Let's go to YC. Him and Tiny, them, they had fun. And let's go to You Are Not. I remember clearly this day. I mean, Twitter was still hot then. And there was a tweet that said, Don Jazzy, you are not God.
You are not.
And up till today, we are still suffering from that album not being on streaming services. The one on streaming services, I can't even call down on it because it's not properly mixed. It still has not just okay to come on the song. So YC versus One Day Cole. What say you?
So I would controversial exits. I would want to say that I want to give it to YC. However, I just feel like, I mean, YC is YC. That's it. Chapter is done. But One Day Cole, what could have been? Just what could have been is the most, like, that's the question constantly. It's like, what could have been if, it's just a what could have been.
Yeah,
that's it.
I feel you. And I know your mind is not going back to that latest album that what could have been. Oh, that last album was whack. What could have been? Oh, that last album was trash.
I'm going to hold back. What could have been, man?
Yeah, what could have been? All right, semi-final rounds. Let's go. Cynthia Morgan versus Brymo.
I still think it's Cynthia Morgan, just for the fact that left the label and that was it. Chapter done. Like there's nothing else. Like and that's
no music,
and that's one of those things. We've always said, like, you take the shot, okay, you want to move on by yourself, and you moved on. And
I should try to change that name to Madrina or something, but just never popped, man.
Bruh, nothing. Done. Chapter over. Moved on. Probably has opened a shop now selling dresses and stuff like that online. We don't know. Yeah, and this is where we be, man. We don't know. So yeah. Cynthia Morgan for me.
Okay, Cynthia Morgan. Let's go on. Skills versus One Day Cole.
Skills versus One Day Cole. I'm gonna still give it to One Day Cole. I'm gonna still give it to One Day. Yo, because I remember One Day Cole. Like, first of all, One Day Cole was a leak first.
Yeah,
remember there was a leak. Then there was the fight. Then there was everything. Then there was man, it was just a mess.
Yeah.
Well, it was, so I'm gonna give it to One Day Cole.
Okay, final round. Controversial label exit edition. Cynthia Morgan versus One Day Cole.
I mean, One Day still puts out a hit every year. Yeah. So, just off of that, like, even though he has exited and, what could have been, it could have been the greatest, it could have been, he probably won a Grammy by now. I put that on my life. He would have won a Grammy by now. But, hey, it is what it is, man. So with that being said, I give it to Cynthia Morgan, man.
All right, give it to Cynthia Morgan. Cynthia Morgan, aka is it Madrina or Padrina? I don't know.
Bro, I don't even know.
But that song, see Martinian, hey, Jesus Christ, again. Anyways, with that, we have come to the end of this week's episode. Thank you for listening to this week's edition of Afrobeats Weekly. We hope you enjoyed it. New episode of the podcast drops every Monday. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, wherever you get your potting from. We would love to hear from you. Use the hashtag Afrobeats Weekly. Shout out yours, Malcolm. He's always, always dropping shout outs for us and comments. Please leave us comments, suggestions, and send your new music to fanmail at afrobeatspod.com. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at AfrobeatsPod. We will catch you in the next episode. Peace out. Any shout out?
Peace out. Big shout out to Chike. I just feel like, sometimes singers don't get their props. Also, big shout out to Praise. He's back on the block with a new single.
Sure.
Also, big shout out to Timmy Dakolo. Has a new album, which we'll talk about next week. So, hey, look, singers, keep singing. Keep singing your things.
Keep singing. My big shout out goes to the Super Eagles. Yeah, we won. My big shout out goes to the Super Eagles. Oh, man, we really tried. Pick anyone. All right, guys. See you next week.
Peace.